What kind of secrets do you find in a secret garden? Prague's lesser town has many walled gardens that give a luminous glimpse into the life of nobility in the 18th century. And here's my favorite. This is the Vrtba Garden, created around 1720 for Jan Josef, Count of Vrtba, the Burgrave who governed Prague for the Habsburgs, the most powerful man in the city at the time. It was built in part as preparation for hosting his emperor, Charles VI. The garden unfolds over 3 terraces, flower beds and fountains at the bottom, gods and heroes guarding the staircase, and at the summit, the gloriette. In the Sala Terrena, or outdoor dining room, the statues and frescoes tell you everything that's expected of you as a guest. The ancient Greek philosophers, Socrates, Aristotle, Plato, even the woman philosopher Aspasia, gathered in the Athenian agora, make it clear that you should be getting ready for high-minded conversation. But don't worry, over here is Bacchus, the god of wine. You're not going to go thirsty. And over here is Ceres, goddess of the harvest, so it looks like you can expect a dinner too. In fact, Reiner's ceiling fresco gives us the ultimate key to the garden. Aristocrats sitting under it 300 years all understood exactly what they were looking at because Greco-Roman mythology was a specialized language for nobility, a lot like French and Latin. They immediately recognized Venus and her handsome hunter-lover Adonis. They understood that Venus is begging Adonis not to hunt the terrible lions and tigers and boars because he's not immortal like her and will die. In fact, you can even see him trying to comfort her with that hand caressing her chin. But the diners underneath all understood the irony of that false comfort because they knew the legend. Adonis will be gored to death by a wild boar only to die in Venus's arms. And here we encounter the same story again, Venus and Adonis. This Adonis is truly arrogant. Look at this bored, casual posture in the face of Venus pleading. It's as though he's saying, baby, I am the greatest hunter. I like the irony. The sculptor Braun places this baby boar at his feet to remind us of the giant one that will ultimately take his life. The fountain continues the theme of humility. You have a baby putti wrestling with a baby dragon. It's as though Vrtba wants to show us that he considers himself a small fish in a small pond, coping with small problems. He definitely does not want to project himself as the extravagant Hercules like that Wallenstein guy down the street who got himself killed by his own Habsburg emperor. So what does it mean in these statues and in the fresco that the goddess of love herself is a loser at love like all the rest of us? What's remarkable to me is that these Habsburg-era aristocrats used pagan figures to tell each other profoundly Christian truths about the world that they were defending and their counter-reformation. What it really means is there is no earthly thing that we can possess. Permanent love is divine love only. And by the 1700s, the Czechs don't even need to import dozens of Italian landscapers, sculptors, and painters. They have their own homegrown Baroque masters, like Matthias Bernard Braun, the garden sculptor, and the painter of the frescoes, Václav Vavřinec Reiner. And the architect of the garden, František Maximilian Kaňka. Here you can see the movement, the dynamism of the Baroque. Just like in a Baroque church with the corkscrew columns and the curvilinear frescoes, everything in these kinds of flower beds is set in motion. The flowers are actually dancing. And here is this garden's secret. After that beautiful climb through the flowers and the art, the Count of Vrtba's final party trick, the chance to offer his guests from his gloriette this fabulous view over the whole of Prague.